everyone's favorite. It's super fun. Tic Tac Dough is back on our screens finally after all these years. Brooke Burns is hosting it. She is in so many game shows. I mean, this is her thing now. Tell us what this show is all about.
You're not wrong, Trevor. Who knew, right? If somebody had told me I was going to be a game show host when I was growing up, I would have never believed them. How are you today?
Very well. How are you? What is, for people who haven't seen it, obviously people from the 80s, the early 90s were watching Tic Tac Dough, but new audiences can get to experience this show now. What is Tic Tac Toe all about?
Well, as you said, it's basically the childhood game of tic tac toe brought in where you can win $10,000 for answering some fun trivia questions. So it's great to watch with the whole family. It's great to play along. The gameplay obviously is pretty straightforward in that way, so everybody can understand it. Except for, of course, we have our dreaded dragon in the final round who can try and steal away that $10,000 and block you from winning.
So much fun. And what I love most about the show, it seems like you, as the host and the show producers, really want these people to win this money. It's very encouraging for these contestants. You're really pulling for them to win this $10,000. What is it like to be part of a show like that where you're encouraging this money to be given away?
It's so much fun, Trevor. It's really the best job in the world. I mean, when people ask me when I'm sitting on an airplane, like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, I'm a game show host. They're like, wait, is that a joke? I'm like, no, that's really true. Giving away other people's money, especially, even better. It is so great to sort of be their cheerleader and be there with them and trying to encourage them and help them not to be nervous and, with all the trivia questions. But they are putting themselves out there on, national TV. So I understand it as well. I have a lot of empathy for them. But obviously, I think that it shows that my excitement is genuine and authentic when people do win. And I love celebrating with them. It's the best feeling in the world.
Comes across so genuine and so well. And what I loved you in Dog Eat Dog. I remember watching that on weeknights. It was so much fun. That show was wild, but also masterminds, the chase. What do you take from some of those game shows you've hosted to now incorporate in Tic Tac Toe?
Oh my gosh, Trevor, it's so funny you bring up Dog Eat Dog. I mean, I was 24 years old. That was the first time I'd ever hosted a show by myself. My little girl was 2 years old, like wandering around near the tank, where we did all of our water. And I was like, stop, oh my gosh, so I'm like worried about that. But also, it was kind of my intro into falling in love with early reality slash game. And again, I think that if you had told me then, oh, this is just like the tip of the iceberg for where you're going over the next 2 decades, I never would have believed it, but I'm so grateful because I love playing games. I'm slightly competitive myself. I love people. So I think it was really hats off to Matt Kunitz and Stuart Krasnow who gave me that opportunity to help me fall in love with this and find sort of my niche, for the next period of my life that I feel obviously very grateful for.
Love to hear an answer like that. And obviously, we have to talk about Wink Martindale, who audiences know and love from Tic Tac Dough, but unfortunately, he passed the day after this premiere, the revamp of it. I mean, what has the reception been like for you as now taking over the reins? But he is a legend in and of itself.
He is such a legend. And the timing I found kind of, spooky in a way, but also I had the amazing opportunity of meeting him. He came down to the set of The Chase, and I'll never forget him walking out onto that stage. And to be honest with you, Trevor, while we were shooting Tic Tac Dough, I was like, please, can we invite Wink to come? I just wanted a picture so badly on the set with him. He wasn't feeling well, unfortunately, and so that didn't get to happen. But I have those pictures of me with him on the set of The Chase, and they obviously mean a lot to me, and it's a very special memory that I have.
You are carrying on his legacy in this show.
Yes, I'll be able to honor him and he'll wink down at me with approval.
I love that. You really are carrying on his legacy. It's such a fun show. What do you hope audiences take away from watching Tic Tac Toe on Game Show Network?
Trevor, I feel like it's always the same with game shows. The truth of the matter is there's a lot of stuff out there that's heavy right now, whether it's the news or this or that in social media. We're so we have so much information that's coming at us all the time. A lot of it's not always positive, and I just love the idea. I think being such a family person that there's something that you can put on It brings joy, it's entertaining, you're having fun, you get to play along, or you can just check out and enjoy, being entertained. But it's almost impossible not to start to engage in the gameplay. And then, with family members, when you start to argue, like, I'm right, and then that buzzer goes, it's like, it's a blast. And it's sort of bringing the community together in that old school kind of way, even though it's involving television. It brings up that fun conversation and just a good time of connecting.
Really is. It's trivia. It's the generational game Tic Tac Toe all in one. Tic Tac Dough on Game Show Network, 7 p.m. weeknights. Thank you so much, Brooke.
Right. Thank you, Trevor. It was great talking to you.
You too. Thank you.